day of NC Blues Week. This is a great time to now tell you about an awesome opportunity that's coming for young local musicians in the area.
Yeah, the Delta Arts Center and Winston-Salem State University have partnered with Fernando Jones Blues Camp to bring the program here to the Triad. The weekend experience will take place during the week of June 12th, but the auditions are starting this Thursday.
Great, and this morning we have the pleasure of speaking with the program's founder. Fernando Jones is joining us live. Good morning.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
Hi, we're well.
Good.
Thank you for being with us. So first, how did you get into music and specifically blues? Share with us how your journey really began.
Well, long story short, I'm from Chicago, and my parents were part of the Great Migration, and when they came from Mississippi, they brought the blues with them. And so when I was born and being the baby in the family, I just wanted to be like my older brothers who were bluesmen and musicians at large. And that's kind of like how I got into the blues. Really never got into it. It was always there.
Oh.
And as I matriculated through life, you know, I always played. One thing led to another. I created Blues Kids of America, and 20 years after that, created Blues Camp.
That's amazing, and to even hear that your story starts from the Great Migration, a point in history that will continue to carry through, and I'm sure it's evident in your blues music as well. But I have to ask you, with that blues camp, it's something different and it's something for the kids. Why did you decide to start bringing this music to a younger generation?
Well, I decided to bring this music to a younger generation because I identify with them and identified with them because I was a kid and a kid who played the blues. Therefore, I was a blues kid. So playing around the United States and throughout Europe, I had opportunities to see kids who wanted to play and had no one to play with, in their age group. And so it was kind of like birthed out of necessity.
So, I like that too, and it's kind of cool to kind of get them with their peers and be able to play and to kind of surround them with people that's in their own age group too. So that leads us to what this camp is actually like. Talk about the week-long experience.
Well, the week-long experience that will happen in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, will include, but not be limited to, extracurricular activities in addition to the music performances. Of course, at the end of the week, the students will have a culminating concert, and they may have opportunities to play during the week. We will have a fundraiser that will happen for the Delta Arts Center, and we'll take the kids to different museums and have extracurricular activities that will be team-building exercises for the kids.
They have I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say it'll be a week of fun, and we will hopefully that we'll be able to get members of the Divine Nine to come out and support and see what's happening and volunteer and all that. And maybe we'll even put together an adult blues band within Blues Camp called the Blues Mamas and the Blues Daddies.
That sounds like a ton of fun. And Fernando, the kids need to audition, right? That's what I wanted to ask you, because those auditions are this Thursday. So what do the kids need to know about, you know, their skill, or what do they need to know ahead of an audition if they're interested?
Well, the good thing is that we have 3 levels for students to audition and be part of Blues Camp. They can audition and come into Blues Camp as beginners, intermediate players, or advanced players. And vocalists are musicians too, so they can play any type of instrument, or their voice is an instrument, or they can sing and they can play any particular type of instrument. When they come to the audition on Thursday, they can come in and they can sing pretty much whatever little song they want to play, where they want to sing or play whatever it is song that they know that is within their repertoire on their respective instrument. Or they can also go to blueskids.com and search for the Winston-Salem link, and audition instructions are there. And it's pretty much just a basic 12-bar blues tune that is youth-friendly and age-appropriate.
Okay. Oh, Fernando, before we let you go, we know that there's so many thousands of different types of summer camps all across the Piedmont Triad. A lot of them have to do with sports or other aspects, but a music camp is truly something that's different and can maybe help them in a different way as far as education. Can you sort of explain why you think it will be a benefit for kids to be a part of this?
Well, I think it will be a benefit because music is our native second language, and blues is the root of American music. And I think as a reinforcement to students who may be in marching band or in pop bands, things like that, in order to get a real rich and enhanced experience in American music, I think blues is a really good gateway for them to be able to be successful in that. It's dynamite because kids will be with like-minded others also, and they will get a chance to really be kids. And so music is just a tool, but it's a unification of love and life and friend and family and the whole bit through the lens of the blues.
It has been wonderful.
And it is no economic impact to the families. Blues Camp is free for student musicians that audition and come to it. So that's
perfect.
That's amazing.
That is wonderful. Fernando, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate you. For everyone at home, auditions for the Fernando Jones Blues Camp are this Thursday evening. Kids accompanied by a legal guardian can come out to the W.R. Anderson Center that is on Reynolds Park Road in Winston-Salem. The info is on your screen now. And to register, head to blueskids.com/WSSU.